Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is seeking a pardon in his 5-year-long corruption trial. He has submitted a formal request to the country's president. Netanyahu says the pardon would be in the, quote, public interest, and that while it would be in his own interest to prove his innocence, the trial has become a focal point of controversy. Netanyahu's letter did not include an admission of guilt on the charges of bribery, fraud, and breach of trust he faces. President Isaac Herzog's office says he will consider the pardon with, quote, great care and responsibility. Meanwhile, there is a new grim milestone in Gaza. The Hamas-led Health Ministry is reporting that more than 70,000 people have been killed in the enclave since the Israeli military campaign began. And the death toll has been rising since a ceasefire took effect, with Israel continuing its airstrikes, it says, over violations of the truce. CBC's Tom Perry joins us now from Jerusalem. Tom, what's the latest on this?
The latest images we're seeing out of Gaza are once again another funeral. This for two young brothers, Fadi and Goma Abu Asi. They were 10 and 12 years old. Their family says that they went out to gather firewood near Han Yunis, on the outskirts of Han Yunis, on Saturday. Their dad is in a wheelchair. He can't go out himself. The boys had gone out to gather firewood for the family, and they were hit by an Israeli drone strike. Now, the Israel Defense Forces put out a statement saying that troops had seen two suspects who had crossed the yellow line. Now, the yellow line marks where the Israeli military has withdrawn to under the ceasefire deal signed back in October. The IDF says they crossed the yellow line. They were acting suspiciously. They approached troops, and they say that these two suspects were eliminated to remove the threat. So Israel has pretty consistently told Palestinians to steer clear of the yellow line, to stay away from troop positions. But really, you're getting almost daily reports of Israeli soldiers killing Palestinians in Gaza. We saw another one in that same statement about the two suspects. The IDF said that it killed another person who had called a terrorist in the southern part of the Gaza Strip. Again, saying that he posed the threat, or this person posed the threat. So, as you mentioned, the Gaza Health Ministry says since the ceasefire, more than 350 Palestinians have been killed. 3 Israeli soldiers have been killed in that same time frame. And overall, they're saying that now, since the war started, 70,000 people have been killed. Palestinians have been killed in Gaza. And I should point out, so the ceasefire has certainly slowed down the killing in Gaza, but it has not stopped it. And it's not just in Gaza. We saw on Friday in Jenin in the West Bank, we saw Israeli border police shoot 2 Palestinian men who appeared to be surrendering. This was after they surrendered. The men were showing that they were unarmed. They had their hands up. Now, the border police say these were wanted terrorists who had fired on police. The incident is under investigation, but the UN says more than 1,000 Palestinians have been killed in the West Bank since the October 7th attack, and more than 40 Israelis, that's soldiers and civilians, have been killed in that same time frame.
Thanks so much for this, Tom. The CBC's Tom Perry in Jerusalem.